So I'm working on my first map called Planet Zero. It's a base building zombie game that takes place on an extremely cold planet full of zombies and no oxygen. So you and or your team built an oxygen safe zone beacon in the most dangerous area of the planet to set out and take it back from them. You may be wondering, Nitro, why is it that it's the first devlog yet there's already loads of devices and terrain? And that's because I originally didn't think of recording my progress, and when I did, which was hours later, my capture drive was full, meaning I couldn't record unless I formatted my drive. So now we're here. But do not worry, we're not even close to finish, clearly. There's even 100 meters of map to explore, and lots of things are broken due to me being rusty from not using Creative seriously. So from now on, I'll try to document my progress, although I've somehow already used up 20 gigabytes of my storage purely for my recordings of this map. I'm cooked. Just to try things out, this devlog is going to be short, probably the shortest devlog in the series, but I'll attempt to give out as much detail to what I'm doing as well as what's planned in the future. Let's make cave chests. Right now, the cave's all decked out with decorations and zombies, but it has zero loot, so instead of just adding a chest with a button that gives random stuff, I wanted to add a chest with a button that has a chance of giving random stuff. Wow, this creative thing is easy. Jokes aside, the way this will work is pretty simple. The player searches the chest and the RNG is ran. If it wins, it gives a random item. If not, the chest is empty. But back to winning. If that happens, it runs another RNG that has lesser chances of winning. This run determines if what loot the player got is doubled or not. If the RNG loses, the player is left with what they got. But wait, what loot are we doubling? So like I mentioned earlier, this is a base builder, meaning you'll need resources to build different things, structures they're called here. And considering the fact that you're building generators, beacons, and other high-tech structures to progress through the game, we're going to need a lot more than just wood, brick, and metal, and gold. For example, the first structure the player will likely buy is the ammo generator. It's the cheapest and quickest to buy in terms of resources required. Right now it only costs 50 gold, but once we actually loot into the game, it'll cost one simple mechanical part, 15 planks, and 5 bricks. Now that might seem like a lot, and it kinda is, but this requires the player to actually explore and loot around the map for a while in order to get a passive stream of ammo. Once the player builds the generator, they can then use gold and, depending on how useful the structure is, an extra resource like a mechanical part to upgrade it and double how much ammo you get. The idea of just using gold for absolutely everything is kind of boring because that means all the player has to do is sit at the edge of the safe zone and kill zombies. So adding more resources and determining a rarity of some sorts like sleek mechanical parts only being in level 2 chests makes exploring worth it since you need them to progress. We've made the RNG in the loot table, so to make searching chests not awkward, I added sound effects. Thankfully, Epic added playback speed so I can repurpose some of these sounds into how I want them to sound. I made chests empty, loot, and bonus sounds. The thing I like that I did on accident is let the sounds stack. Listen. You see how when I got a bonus, there was a little extra fanfare? This was, like I said, a complete accident because I originally planned to just stop the other sounds when the bonus played, but because of how it sounds, I'm going to keep it. Anyways, thanks for watching. I know this isn't the biggest devlog, but I want to document my progress before publishing the map. If you have any opinions or feedback, leave a comment and I'll read it. Speaking of feedback, I have a Discord server where you can post your creative maps and get feedback. We have our own quality control, featuring system, and more coming soon, so join the Discord server in the pinned comment today. Thanks for watching.